What's going on, everybody? Hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be using the MP5 on Cartel, and yes, I know, I'm using the MP5 again. You can go ahead and roast me in the comment section if you really feel like you need to. But I do have tons of other gameplays. I have an AK-74U gameplay, M16, AUG, FFAR, AK-47. I have tons of different gameplays to show you guys. I just want to get the best gameplay I possibly could out for you guys right away, and then I'll trickle the other ones later on in my upcoming videos as well. And also, before we hop into the commentary, just want to go ahead and plug my other channels in the beginning of this video here. I know I don't really do it that often because I know it's very annoying, and if you guys watch my channel very often, you know I don't do it at all. But I do enjoy doing it because it helps out my channels tremendously when I do plug it in my main channel here. So if you guys ever want to chat with me, stay up to date with me, see when I'm live streaming, see if it's any serious updates with my YouTube channel, if I can't post or anything like that, there's two ways that you could possibly stay in contact. Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, if you do enjoy live streams and you enjoy some of that homemade sauce being watched live, you can go over to my Twitch account. I literally live stream every single day besides Mondays over on Twitch around like 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern time during the week, and on the weekends around like maybe 10 p.m. Eastern time. It really does vary. But like I said, I keep you guys updated on my Discord channel all the time. So all those links are down in the description if you want to go ahead and check any of my other stuff out. But today we're going to have to talk about something very bad with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which will drastically determine if this game is going to succeed or if it's going to fail. Now, you guys already know my opinion about this title. I do enjoy Black Ops Cold War. It's not my favorite Call of Duty game, but as long as I enjoy it more than Modern Warfare, that's all I can ask for. But one thing that could really determine if I can continue playing this video game or not is the performance of this video game. Now, personally for me, I did find a solution to kind of enhance the performance. I think it's either under general or graphics on the PC side. And for some stupid reason, they have a setting where you can set the minimum amount of FPS. And my minimum FPS was like at like 90 or some stupid crap like that. So I'm assuming that was a problem. I lowered it all the way down to 30, and it works pretty actually good now. And even though my frames never drop down to 30, I guess it just needs that leeway, that open room to, if it ever drops to a certain amount, it won't just completely make my PC crap on itself. So if you haven't tried it already on PC, make sure you go into general or graphics. Like I said, I forget which one. And find where it says something like lowest FPS or lowest frames. I forget what it's exactly called, but it's like a cap for the lowest it could possibly go. And make sure you put it at 30. It kind of helps with the performance. But even when I did that, this game still has an endless amount of stutters, just absolute horrible connection when it comes to gunfights. Everything just feels really randomized, and it doesn't feel clean when it comes to this video game. It just needs to be optimized. Treyarch needs to make it priority number one to make sure they optimize this game a little bit better so it runs properly for everybody. And it's not just me. Now, I don't have the best of PCs. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I play my Call of Duty video games on all low. I make sure that, everything is off. I have to make sure all this stuff is working so I can at least average over 100 FPS while I'm playing these Call of Duty video games. And yes, I know I should probably upgrade my PC, but I'm such a cheap guy. I'm probably going to run my PC into the dirt before I actually get a new one. I'll get one eventually, guys. Don't worry. If I wasn't able to make content, you can 100% believe that I'm going to get a new PC. But since I can still put out, decent content that doesn't look awful and the commentaries are still high quality, I'm still happy with my PC. It's still putting out the work, so I'm going to keep using it. But for other people who did spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on their PC, they're running into the same issue as me. So it makes me happy to know that I'm not the only person here, and it's not because I have a bad PC. But it makes me sad to know that the game just has horrible, horrible, horrible optimization, and it's just not that good when it comes to performance. Now, people like Drifter, who have spent thousands of dollars on their PC, I think he actually spent over $5,000 on his PC rig, his gaming rig on his PC, and his PC cannot run Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War while streaming. It's absolutely amazing. I didn't watch the stream, but I was talking in my stream. Like I said, if you want to follow my streams over on Twitch, link is in the description. But I was talking with chat, and everybody was telling me that he was having trouble. He actually had to contact Beanox to help him out, which is, the PC side of Call of Duty. And they had to help him out, try to fix the performance of the video game, and they couldn't even fix the issue. And they're the ones running the PC side of COD. That's kind of depressing that a $5,000 PC cannot run this game properly. And then, of course, actually, over on Twitter, I retweeted something from the ActMan. And if you guys don't know who the ActMan is, he's an amazing YouTuber, probably one of my favorite guys who commentates over Call of Duty when he does commentate over Call of Duty. But he's running into the same issue as well, saying that he has bad performance when it comes to this video game. Even in zombies, he has bad performance. And it's not just these two either. It's some of my homies as well. Some of the people I play with on the regular who have really good God tier PCs as well. They're having problems running this game too. This is not acceptable in my personal opinion. If you guys want my 110% honest opinion, it's just simply not acceptable, especially after coming from a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which had outstanding graphics, great smooth gameplay. Honestly, that game should have been much harder to run than compared to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and in the famous words of the homie Daifu, this game looks like it's running on a toy car engine. And let's be honest here, it does not look anywhere close to what Call of Duty Modern Warfare was running on, even in past Call of Duty games, even if we compare it to Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4. It still just doesn't look that outstanding. So you would think with a game that looks graphically like this, and horrible clunky movement and stuff like that, you would think that this game wouldn't be that much of a problem to run, right? But you're completely wrong. The performance on this title is awful, and it almost seems like the PC port was junk. Now, I do hear that PlayStation players aren't running into the same issue, so please go down in the comment section and let me know. It would be amazing to hear a PlayStation user's perspective of the performance of this title, so I can kind of compare PlayStation and PC together. But I know that Xbox is having issues as well, so it's definitely PC and Xbox, which is making me think, I wonder if Activision, how PlayStation has all this exclusive content and stuff, I wonder if they're making sure that PlayStation users also have better performance on this video game. Honestly, I would not be surprised, especially if PlayStation, gave a massive number over to Activision. They would gladly make sure the performance is worse on PC and Xbox if they got paid by PlayStation to do so. But all jokes aside, this is a very serious issue and they need to get it fixed. They seriously have to make this priority number one because this is completely unacceptable to have a game running the way it is right now when all the previous Call of Duty games never even ran into this. Call of Duty World War II, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare. None of these games had that similar issue. They were all running pretty good at launch. And even though they had their select issues, and a lot of them had bugs, obviously every single game is going to have tons of bugs when it first releases, none of them were even remotely close to being as bad as this video game. Like, I can accept a few bugs and glitches. I'm not going to lie, I could deal with that. But when the game can't run, and frames are dropping every 5 seconds, and you're lagging, you're getting kicked out of games, you can't matchmake with your teammates, that's another awful issue. 3 days, 3 or 4 days after the release, and I still can't party up with friends? I mean, it takes us literally almost an hour every single time we hop on just to get a full 6-man party together. It is the hardest experience I've ever seen in my whole life. We have to test every different person's connection. We have to constantly switch hosts. We have to constantly restart our game. It's just an unacceptable experience out of a AAA developed $60 video game to have to run into these issues. This shouldn't be happening. And on top of all of that, zombies? Zombies has bad connection? Come on now, let's be honest here, guys. Multiplayer side, even though I don't accept it being bad connection, it's understandable because you have 12 different connections all around the world. God knows where each and every one of these individuals are at that are in one server and they're all playing together, which means you have to bounce all these different connections around and try to make them work. And if someone has worse connection than you, it might be harder to hit them, or they might be skipping it around. They can get a couple of extra shots on you when you're turning a corner and it's like, what just happened? It's so many different things that can happen in a multiplayer experience. But zombies, they're AI. There's no connection between each zombie. What are all these zombies actual players around the world coming to dish out that sauce to you? No, they're AI-controlled bots. They're bots. There's no connection to them. The most connection in the lobby is your 4 friends. If you have 4 people all together in the lobby, then yes, you have to bounce the connection. But it's 4 people. It's not 12. It's not like 24. It's 4 people in a zombies lobby versing bots. AI-controlled zombies. It's unacceptable to lag in zombies just as much as you do in multiplayer, and on top of that, being kicked out of matches. Multiplayer is a little bit easier to, deal with being kicked out of a lobby. It's not fun, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to rage and get mad if I get kicked out of a game, especially if I'm doing good or close to a clip. But in zombies, it's even worse. Imagine grinding to like 30, 40, even 50 levels up there, and then out of nowhere, the game just kicks you because it wants to kick you. All that time that you invested into that game, all the effort you invested, and they don't even allow you to join back. There's no join back option. You're stuck. Once it's over, it's over. You're gone from the lobby. That's awful, not only for your teammates who might want to continue playing that game, maybe they don't want to leave if they're that high, maybe they're trying to get a goal or some objectives done or something like that, but it's awful for the player who got kicked because they invested all that time for no reason. They didn't get anything out of that. The hours of gameplay, and I'm talking about like 2-3 hours of gameplay just to get to that one section, and you get kicked out of the game. It's unacceptable. Treyarch, please, just please, this has to be priority number one. I understand there's a lot of things that you want to do, like league play and adding weapons and getting a battle pass in, and, you know, messing with the prestige system and getting new content and maps, but optimization of this video game, better servers, all this stuff needs to be priority number one before anything. Don't get me wrong, I'm right with the next guy when I say that we need more maps and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, that's one of the number one complaints from me. But if I'm going to lag out of all the new maps, I'm still not going to enjoy it. You just simply need to make sure the game runs properly. Especially if you're running on a toy car engine, there's absolutely no excuses for having a game run this poorly. But guys, make sure you leave your opinions down below. PlayStation users, Xbox users, you running this game slow? Is it smooth? Are you having issues with the servers, connection, bullets not registering, gunfights feeling uneven, not fair? What's going on with you guys? But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streaming some video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.